Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is djanonzt, and we're back with WWE Champions and another Let's Talk About It video. And today, I'm talking to the newer players, or maybe somebody who's just polishing up on their skills a little bit. But I want to talk to you about the art of Showdown, alright? And my best tips and tricks to let you have the best experience that you can with Showdown. So, I'm just going to take it real slow right from the beginning here, and we're going to talk about everything that's going on in my head when I approach attacking a Showdown tournament. So let's get into it. Here we go. So the first thing you want to do when you get into a Showdown tournament is you want to check all the ways that you can score points here. And a lot of these are going to be contest-specific superstars. And they're going to tell you that you have to reach, you know, like in this case, Rhea Ripley, we're going to need to reach World Champion League or higher. So we can't do that until we figure out how many trophies do we need to get to World Champion League. Now, in this case, I just got there before I did this. So some of this is already done for me. But in this case, I needed to get to 1,000 notoriety before I could get to World Champion League and even worry about getting any of these bonus wins done. But in the meantime, it says you could deal damage with any technician, deal damage with any trickster. So these are the very first things that you want to focus on when you get into this tournament. The very first things you need to do. Now, I suppose in this case, it's going to say you need to win 2 Showdown battles with Rhea Ripley Judgment Day in World Champion League or higher. Let's say you have Mommy and you have her built up pretty high and you know you're going to do those matches after you get to World Champion League, then by all means, you can save dealing damage with Trickster for that point, and then you could get it, because if you beat like 1 or 2 6-star bronze, 6-star silver, you will get all of the damage you need there, as long as you take all their help. So, if you know you're planning ahead for Rhea, you could go ahead and do it that way. But there's no technician female on this, I don't think. I think EO is a acrobat, so I needed to go ahead and get that technician damage done right away. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. First, obviously, you could put in your best technician female, and we can go ahead and get to the Showdown screen on my page so we can see that. I was just in the contest tab. Now the lineup has changed, I believe. I don't have open requirement no more, but looking back on it, the 2 ways you could do it, you could go with who's your best technician female. Okay, in my case, I have Shayna Baszler here at 6-star. I got Ronda here at 5-star gold. But I put Nikita Lyons in because she has a huge damage submission that's decent charge. So I just put her in. And then I rolled with a person in my 2nd slot who I should have no problem winning with if we get to the tag out, right? So I used Nikita. Like I said, I only needed to go against a few people. Now I found a couple 5-star opponents and I knocked them off. And I would have needed to do about 4 to 5 matches like that. So the pace wasn't great. But I then got a 6-star bronze opponent. And with the MP nerf, like, especially with that, you don't want to use move point trainers. Right now, perks are saying your opponent starts with 6 less MP. So the play there wasn't to put a black MP trainer on, because I could use 2 MP trainers and I'm going to get 6 to 8 MP. That's pretty much all going to get nerfed anyways. So I use starting board more black gems for Nikita to get that match. So I put a Lunger Blaze on there, who allows me to start with a better chance of black gems on the board, and then matching black moves, charge moves of that color, or, you know, matching black gems, charge black moves by 2 extra MP. So if I get a black match, boom, sub's full, and she's ready to go. So turn 2, hitting the sub, we're ready to go. If the opponent gets to the tag, then Ghostbuster Cena comes in and he handles it anyways, and then we get into the next match. So that way, by the time that I get myself to World Champion League, and, because down here, there was no requirements. You could use anybody you want. And another thing I'm going to stress, if you're trying to get these requirements done as early and efficiently as possible, don't use notoriety promoters. You don't want to race to World Champion League, and I see so many people doing that. Slow down. don't race to World Champion League to get to your CSS characters, because then you're going to have even more of a problem doing some of those tasks. So I got my... I also... Hall of Fame links in Showdown are always OP. So I used Hall of Fame China for a couple matches with a Hall of Fame tag partner so I could hit turn 1, and I got my Trickster damage done right away. But now, see, I have Rhea Ripley, and I need to get some wins with her. And I have Ghostbuster Cena, again, as my partner here. So if I don't want to have to worry about losing with Rhea, all I got to do is find me an opponent. Oh, that guy's got Ghostbuster Cena on the hot tag, too. Maybe not the best opponent to go for. Let's take a look right here. This John Cena 300 516. And I'm going to show you... Let's say my mommy here, and she probably could win, okay? I'm not saying my mommy's not good enough to win, but what I'm going to do is make sure my Cena's built, and I don't think he is. So we're just going to make sure he's built. And I'm going to use my Showdown Coins promoter here, so I can get extra coins if I win. If you have those done, if you have the VIP Triple H pass or whatever, and you have those promoters, this is the time to use them early in the tournament and late in the tournament. So we're going to go ahead here, do the same thing for Rhea. I have those up to 20% each, so I'm going to get extra Showdown coins. And I'm not even going to check Rhea, because I'm going to, let's say it's you, and we're assuming that maybe your Rhea's not built high enough to get wins, okay? Or in this case, it could be anybody who's the requirement here, and maybe you're like, I can't get no wins with them at this level. So I know my Ghostbuster Cena needs black gems. She needs, let's see, what does she got here? She needs the 7 charge green, 7 charge yellow. So if I can catch a green match or a yellow match on the board and take it away from her, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take that green match away. She takes red. Okay, no problem. I'm going to take this green match away. Every time I swipe, my tag counter goes down. If I hit moves and pin her or put her in a submission, the tag counter doesn't move for that turn. If you're playing to get a tag out, you need to just swipe. You don't do no moves. Don't set nothing up. Just swipe out. Look, there. Now Cena's ready. Okay, so... you needed to charge your tag partner's moves while you're in swiping gems. I got a little away from the strategy there, so I just kind of cut out some of the nonsense because they did a tag back. But so basically, you want to get that tag and have your hot tag ready to go. I spent too much time swiping green away from her. All you need to do is take that black match, get your Cena ready here, whoever you have to come in on the hot tag. Whoever you have that could come in and blast them like that. Make them wish that they didn't tag out. Really quickly, boom, you get the win, and you're good to go. Now, maybe you won't have somebody, especially when you get higher in it, maybe you won't have somebody who can just blast them the way my Cena just blasted him like that. Maybe the opponent's better, but you can find some tag links, and even outside of tag links, find people that flow together. Like Rhea could make purple gems, so maybe find somebody who, when you're going to tag them in and they do a move, maybe they make a bunch of purple gems too. So that way, when your Rhea comes back in this case, she would be charged up. Maybe you have a submission you can use to hold the opponent and you have to keep playing back for that tag. Whatever you have to do, just keep playing back for that tag. Keep swiping whenever you can. If they got a submission, like I said, use the submission once, and then if their moves aren't charged, then start the swipe out game again. If you can get them to tag out on their own, then they're beat. Then they're beat for sure. But that's my best strategy for that. Now we'll look back here and see. And I probably have I'll have one of my Rhea matches done. Okay, so I need to get one more Rhea done. And I need to get one because I have Bailey damage control. I don't have Steiner. I don't have EO. But I do have, let's see, damage control. So I can do 2 with damage control, and that will also get Bailey. And then I can do the 3 with the Brawling Brutes with anybody. Because once I get this Rhea match done and these damage control matches done, then it's just I can put my best female in and I can carry whoever I have to at that point. But we've got to get everything done before we do that. I see too many people putting on notoriety trainers at the beginning and just flying up there and then getting to the high league and then saying that they can't get any wins. So let's get this done as early and efficiently as possible. Also, if there's a tour that gives out Showdown energy associated with that tournament, don't do the tour first. Do the Showdown tournament first. Run yourself out of energy. That way, your timer's going up and you're auto-generating more energy. Go to the tour, play a few matches. That'll give you some energy. Now you can go back to your Showdown. Keep going back and forth until you finish your Showdown. Now, if you're finished with Showdown, go ahead and run that tour all the way out. But until then, you need to play it smart. Then, once I have all of my bonuses done, because I'm trying to keep these matches easy so I can get these done. I don't want to hit the wall of whoever the best character is before I have to and not have some of these done. So once I get all these contest-specific superstars done, then I'm going to slap my notoriety trainer on there, or my notoriety promoters on there, and I'm going to go for the highest league as quick as possible. Once I know I've got this all under control, then once I hit the highest league, so we'll go back and look in the tournament in this case. Got to go back one more screen so you can check right here. So right now I'm 3 CSS wins away from just pushing as high as I can. But we've got to get to 2,000 before we hit that highest league. So if I don't hit 2,000 by the time I get my 3 matches won, which I probably won't, then I'm going to use notoriety promoters to get myself to 2,000 as quick as possible. That should be 1 or 2 matches at that point. Then I'm going to switch back to the extra Showdown coins. But if you don't have the extra Showdown coins ones, just leave them blank until you get all that CSS done. Then try to push for the highest league possible. So I hope this video helps somebody. Maybe it didn't help you. Maybe you knew all this. Maybe you're like, shut up, DJ, put out something better today. I don't know, but new players, I was looking at you because I know new players are still coming in. And if you got any questions about Showdown, leave them down in the comment section below. I'd be happy to go through and maybe write you a reply. So, yeah, hope to hear from you. Until next time, y'all.